U.S. President Donald Trump has backed away from a Thursday deadline for Ukraine to agree to a U.S.-backed peace plan aimed at ending the war with Russia.
I don't have a deadline. You know what the deadline for me is? When it's over. And I think everybody's tired of fighting at this moment. They're losing too many people.
Ukraine has said that a common understanding has been reached with the U.S. on the peace plan. A 20-point plan was presented to Kyiv last week. The American and Ukrainian officials worked on the plan during the weekend in Geneva. In a post on social media, President Trump said that the original plan had been fine-tuned with additional inputs from both sides. He added that he's directed his special envoy, Steve Witkoff, to meet President Trump's Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin. Witkoff will meet the Russian president in Moscow next week and may be joined by Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. This as U.S. Army Secretary Dan Driscoll meets with the Ukrainians, including the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Trump also expressed hope to meet soon with Putin and Ukrainian President Zelensky, but only when the deal to end this war is final or in its final stages. That's a direct quote from President Trump. Some of the issues which Russia and Ukraine are still deeply at odds over have reportedly remained unaddressed so far, including settlement for territories.
I'll be happy to inform you about the direction of achieving acceptable and sought-after results for us in Ukraine by peaceful means. I know you are keeping track of it, and you are always concerned about it. You are one of the people who strives for this conflict to be over.
The Kremlin had previously said that Russia had not yet consulted on the new draft deal, warning it may not accept amendments to last week's plan. Zelensky of Ukraine said he's counting on further active cooperation with the American side and with President Trump. The Ukrainian president said that much depends on America, reasoning that Russia pays the greatest attention to American strength. He accused Moscow of cynicism for carrying out deadly strikes on Ukraine during intensified diplomacy to end the war. Zelensky leveled the accusations in his evening address after Ukrainian officials reported Russian strikes killed 7 people in Kyiv.
Last night, there was yet another massive attack on our country, so we cannot relax or forget that Ukraine still needs defense support, security support of our resilience every day. And as long as Russia has not taken real steps toward demobilization, real steps to shut down its war machine, steps that would clearly show that Russia is serious about ending this war of aggression, we do not have the right to stop working to support Ukraine.
In a speech made via video call to allies, the Ukrainian president urged European leaders to hash out a framework for deploying what he called reassurance force to Ukraine and to keep backing Kyiv for as long as Moscow showed no inclination to end the war against Ukraine. French President Emmanuel Macron warned that Russia has not shown any willingness to discuss an amended version of the U.S. plan resulting from talks between representatives from the United States, Ukraine, and Europe in Geneva last week. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, for his part, said that London was ready to move with the European Union on providing financial support to Ukraine based on the value of immobilized assets.